Hello everyone and welcome to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video I'll be showing you how to repair some chips in your windscreen with this Rain-X windscreen repair kit. Okay, so there's two chips in particular I'm going to be working on. There's this one here which is just in the centre, and then there's one just here by the corner which is slightly worse. So that's kind of like a before shot of it, and then we'll see what it's like after the kit repair. So what we'll do now is we'll go through the kit, I'll show you what's in the kit, and then we'll make a start. Okay, so to go into the Rain-X kit in a bit more detail and to show you what's in it, we have the instructions. Now inside the instructions there is the clear film that you put over the repair to help it cure, and also a razor blade. This is to help you clear up any excess resin. Then you have your suction cups and the resin chamber holder. The two-part resin chamber holder, that's two-part because the top comes out there, so you can place the resin inside and then push it down. Also has a nice rubber seal at the bottom to get you a best seal around the chip itself. And then you have the resin itself. Now this was about £10 from, well, it was £10 from Halfords here in the UK, but they're about the same price online, and I'll make sure I put the link in the description for you. It's also worth pointing out that it's got to be done on a nice sunny day, ideally. This is to help it cure. I know that's quite rare in the UK, but you kind of got to do the best of what you get. So what we've got to do now is we're going to clean up the area as well with some glass cleaner and a bit of alcohol rub, just to make sure there's no leftover grease or anything from any windscreen wash or any debris from the wipers. And then we'll place the resin chamber holder directly over the chip itself. Okay, so just before I clean it properly, I just wanted to make sure with the razor blade, I'm just going to make sure there's no loose, you have to excuse it going out of focus, I just want to make sure there's no loose glass that's actually still in the chip, which there seems to be. I really can't get it focused, sorry. But yeah, as you can see around the chip there, that dust, that's actually glass that was loose inside the chip. So you want to try and use the corner of the razor blade to get it out as much as you can. Then when you're happy that there's no more loose debris in there, we can then wipe it down finally, and then we can pop the suction cups on. Okay, so you don't want to be rubbing glass on top of the existing glass, so give it a bit of a blow and then just wipe over with some glass cleaner or alcohol rub. Now you want to try and go around the area a fair distance, because you want to make sure that the suction cups have plenty to get hold of, and you don't want any debris underneath them, and you'll give them the best chance of sticking securely to the windscreen. So once you've done that and you're happy that there's no more nasties around the chip, we can then take our suction cups and resin holder. Now you want to get this absolutely bang on over the chip, so trying to do it whilst filming, so you kind of want to get it like so, just like that. Okay, so to make sure that the bottom of the resin chamber or the holder, suction cup holder, is directly in place, if you pop the resin holder in without putting anything in it, and then you can see that the hole at the bottom of the resin chamber lines up perfectly with the entrance to the chip or the crack. This gives it the best chance of filling the crack fully and covering the full crack. So next step is to apply 3 to 6 drops of resin in the top of the resin chamber. Now I'm going to use 4, I think that should be enough for this crack, but one of the good things with this kit is if it's not enough, you can just start over and try again, and you can apply some heat from the inside if necessary to help it find its way all the way through the crack. But what we'll do now is we'll apply the resin, we'll screw the second part of the chamber in, and then we need to wait for 4 to 6 minutes, and then we'll see what we have after that, and then we can apply the curing strip. Okay, so time to apply the resin. So we want to make sure that the bottom half of the chamber is screwed down nice and tight. Not so tight that it pulls off the windscreen, but you want a nice firm seal like that. And then you can remove the other half. I keep forgetting what they call this. Okay, so now with your resin, it'll have like a little seal on here. You can just snap that off or cut it off. And then you can apply as many drops as you need. So we're going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, So then what we do is we pop our pressure bit in like that, and we screw that down, and that'll screw pretty much all the way back down like so. Now if you get any that run down from the bottom of the seal, you can just use a cloth and wipe it off, but I'm quite happy with that seal there. And what you can do, you can go back into the car to check that it's made its way all around the crack. Right, so after 6 minutes or so, what you need to do, if you just release the top half, the pressure driver, I think it's called, and then you should get a nice pop. Now this is going to release any trapped air in there, like that, and then you can just reapply the pressure driver, like so. Then after a couple of minutes, what you want to do then is you can remove the whole unit and then apply down the curing strip. Okay, so after a further few minutes, then you're ready to release the whole unit and apply your curing strip. So what you can do is you can release the whole chamber, like so. Then you can remove your suction cups, the little tabs on the side, like so, and then you can just place your curing strip over. Now you don't want to touch it directly, it's really tempting, but don't, and you might get a bit of runoff here, but what we'll do, we'll quickly grab a cloth just to wipe away any excess, like so. And now we'll leave that to cure for another few minutes in the sun. And again, if it's not quite filled the crack or the chip, then you can just repeat the process again. But looking at it so far, it's looking pretty good. It does look like the crack has actually extended slightly, so that's something to be wary of as well when you're working on a windscreen repair. But yeah, so we'll let that cure and then we'll see what we've got in about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so we've left our curing strip in place now for just over 10 minutes. So what you can do now is you can remove your curing strip. Okay, so once you've removed your curing strip, you can then use your razor at a 90-degree angle and you can slide over the repair to remove any excess resin, like so. It's a horrible noise, so I will finish doing this and then I'll show you after all the excess resin's been removed. So after removing all your excess resin, you can then brush away any excess. Now you might be able to see there's still a tiny bit of a chip there, so it's not uncommon, and all you need to do is you place a small amount of resin directly to the chip itself, just a tiny little drop, so, and then pop your curing strip directly on it like that. Now this time you can use your razor at a 45-degree angle to push the resin into the remaining gap. Okay, so when you initially do the chip you don't do this, but on this part you can just pop it on like that, and then again leave it for 10 minutes and then just repeat the process of scraping off the excess, and then we should have a finished product. Okay, so that's the repair complete. Now the first one was that one just there, as you can see by my finger. So as you can see, a massive improvement. And the second one was, put my finger on it first, just there, you just see it in the light. So a massive improvement. Definitely would recommend the kit. I mean, for £10 you can do multiple repairs. There's a few more in here now that I've found. They really stand out now. I've repaired the others. So I'll be cracking on with those as well. So you can get lots of repairs out of those kits. So yeah, hope you found the video helpful and useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions at all, please ask away in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much guys, see you again soon. Bye bye.